How? Jamil Anderlini is Politico's regional director for Europe. He's with me now. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you,
Thank you
Richard.
very much indeed.
Thank you.
This second to last, well, this last day, so to speak, how do you make it? What do you make of it and how it all came together?
I would say that Europe and Davos got a real taste of the Trump show this time.
Right, but in what sense? What? Obviously, we saw it all here. We saw the massive hoopla, but what do they make of it? I mean, it's almost as if they were stunned into it all.
I would say that's exactly right. So in our reporting leading up into this week, we heard that the plan was for a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia to be signed here in Davos. Of course, once Trump arrived, once the entourage, the traveling circus arrived, all the talk was about Greenland and a bit of Iceland, and everything got distracted. The whole messaging was all about this, and he used his escalation dominance to get everyone to sort of cower before him, and Ukraine is an afterthought. As you mentioned, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are on the way, or
they've arrived in Moscow tonight.
Yes, tonight, but that was supposed to be this week during the meeting itself.
So when we listened to President Zelensky, it was interesting. His speech was almost a version of Donald Trump in a sense of, I'm going to give it to you right between the eyeballs, along with a bit of Mark Carney. I'm going to tell you that you can't keep doing this and hope to get away with it.
Yeah, well, obviously he doesn't want to offend Donald Trump or the US administration. That's very clear. He's very careful about that. He takes every opportunity he can to meet with the US president. He, on Tuesday, said he wasn't going to come. And then Donald Trump said, I'm meeting him. So he then did come. And it's a bit easier to take it out on the Europeans than it is to take it out on Big Daddy Trump.
Right. But now we've got the Europeans somewhat confused between. They've been really hit over the head. They are still reeling from Greenland and trying to work out what they're going to do. But now they have to get back onto the agenda with Ukraine. And it's not quite, I couldn't really see here, obviously, what they're going to do.
And I think the same applies from their perspective. They're sitting in Brussels tonight, lamenting this week, I think. They got a taste of not statecraft, but real estate craft this week from Donald Trump. And I think that Europe is once again, in a very difficult position. Europe doesn't function the way that the US White House, the Trump White House does. It's a consensus arrangement. It's a slow and steady process. And they're just not used to this. They're bamboozled.
Right. Let's finally talk about Greenland and wrap it up with all of that, because goodness knows. I mean,
your guess is as good as mine.
You know, I was in the Congress Center last night and I saw Mark Rutte on the phone talking to everybody. I saw Donald Trump giving his statements. I've spoken to him gazillion, as you have, European leaders. They really have stuck to the sovereignty line, but they don't really know what to make of it all.
They really don't. And what I would say about this Davos, you've been coming for many years, I've been coming for many years. I think this was a very, very symbolic Davos. I think this is the one where we realize, the world realizes, certainly the Europeans realize, that the multilateral world order that we have gotten used to since World War II, certainly since the fall of the Soviet Union, is done. The whole 1 hour and 45 minutes mocking Macron's accent. But this was the most symbolic Davos I've ever been to.
Right, but you see, I agree with you on all of that, but I still think that the European leaders are in the 7 stages of grief. I don't think they've got to acceptance yet.
Well, but they probably will in the next few days, I would say.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Good to see you. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much indeed. Now,